This is the Red Mountain mining overlook. I mean, this is obviously, you can see it. This is the Red Mountain. The mining stuff is actually just over the hill, but they've got like this newer ghost town. Now, I've been here years ago. My memory is not great. I don't have a place to store all this stuff, but so this is pretty neat. Idorado. The history of Idorado mine goes back to 1896 with the creation of Treasury Tunnel. In 1934, the San Juan Metals Company purchased an old Treasury Tunnel site, and by 1937, a new 300-ton per day mill was in operation. 1848, the mill, I gotta get a little closer, it's hard to read, you guys, I'm sorry. Shit. It says, is 1948, the mill was further expanded to increase capacity to 500 tons a day. Later that summer, the Idorado Mining Company purchased 10 houses from the bankrupt Sunny Mine in Eureka, east of Silverton. Overnight, Eureka became a ghost town as houses went to Durango and Ouray as well. Idorado moved their 10 houses to Red Mountain and remodeled them for employee houses. A total of 12 families eventually lived at this site. 4 of the 100-year-old historic houses are still perched behind the new mining history turnout across from the Idorado mine. The first photo shows one of the houses being moved from Eureka to the Idorado mine over Red Mountain Pass in 1948. Wow. Look at that. Look where the house was. Oh, and so if you go to Eureka, this is what you see. There's only this structure here, and the road kind of banks up, and this is really, there's nothing here. It's just a big flat land down there. Is campground. I'm not going up that far this time. I've showed you guys in videos before, but this is a pretty neat, man. I love that they moved this house. I'm gonna get you another view of this house because it's pretty impressive. 1948, moving it across over Red Mountain. that is, listen, people are afraid to drive Red Mountain in an automobile. Like, I just can't imagine getting a house across the way. That is awesome. And you can see the thing goes pretty far back. I mean, this is no joke. This is a big house. Pretty sweet. So I love this stuff because lots of times you can still see, of course, not this one. Let me go in. You can go in. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess you can. Supposed to. Oh, wow. I don't understand people. I can imagine miners cooking, you know. I sure think I'd want a bigger water heater than that. But man, how neat is this? This is pretty, so like I said, this has been revived. I mean, it's not really like rustic, but it is, you know. What a beautiful view. Wow. Pretty crazy. Would have been a fireplace come up right here. Oh, neato. I'm gonna go down to this other building. The elevation is high, and honestly, I'm feeling it. I'm I'm a flat lander. I'm 611 feet. Yeah. Sweet Porsche. Yeah. I do believe yeah, it looks like the one I saw at the rest area that was towing a super sweet trailer. That was a little scary. Blowing in the wind. This probably was the bathroom. Heck of a road. These couple other buildings here, and then I'll go across the street and show you the Red Mountain Mine. I don't think I'm going to go into this one, but it does look like it has a pretty nice, look at that butcher block door. It's got a pretty nice fireplace in it, so let's go see that actually. Must be some more stuff over there. Weather. This is rugged. Amazing. Treasury Tunnel. This is the eastern end of the Eldorado mine. As one of San Juan's larger mines, it contains nearly 100 miles of let's read that again. 100 miles of underground tunnels. Miners would enter here at the Treasury Tunnel and ride the underground trams to their workstation. The western end of the mine is at Pandora, approximately 2 miles from Telluride. The Eldorado mine produced until the 1980s, and reclamation work is presently underway. That's cool. That's a hell of a lot of miles. Wow. Hard to believe what this looked like, you know, before all of this. I mean, all this is tailings for the mines. Everything you see in here, except for the red, oh, maybe some of the red up there. But all this is tailings. You can see why they call this Red Mountain. I mean, this is, you know, quite a place. And think about a miner. I mean, how their journey to get here, my journey to get here was rough, and I've got, you know, 8 cylinders. I mean, this is just very, very, very impressive. So I came up to the top of I don't see the little dude, but I heard him. Come up to the top of the Red Mountain Pass, and I just kind of crested over. I'm, in fact, through this little ditch right here, there's a trail on the backside that goes up. That is Black Bear Pass. so you can tell where I'm, but I just bombed up this road. It looks like cool. There's a bunch of Jeep tour people that are going up and down the road. But I banked off to the left because, well, I saw this mine I want to go check out. And I just thought I'd go up here and see what it's about. Man, it's a neat looking building. It's probably a way to drive to it. I don't, you see where I'm at. You heard that chirp. Pitka. I think it's called a pitka. And they're kind of like little groundhog type somethings, you know. But they live up here. Chipmunk groundhog mixture. I don't know. They're pretty neat. Well, we've arrived. Not a moment too soon, mind you, because it's taking everything out of me to get up here. It's definitely a way to drive here. You can see why these mines are dangerous, and it's really, you got to be careful. Wow, this is awesome. So completely out of breath. I wonder if this is your locker. Bet it was. Sex. In older times, there would have been a, so this is a stator. Turns inside there, creates electricity. These are opposing magnets. Pretty neat. There would have been a big belt here. That thing's probably locked up. I can't imagine the brute strength it took to turn this magical machine here. This sheer I mean, just artistry right here. Awesome. Just awesome. So this is interesting to me, and I don't know if this is going to come up out on camera, but I'm standing here and I'm looking down through there, this grate, and I'm seeing water reflection down there. You can see it right here. You guys, that is 70 feet or so, 60 feet at least. It's a little spooky. These guys, you know, it's hard to imagine how tough they were, because they're working underground in conditions that are just ridiculous. But you know, there is one thing that I wonder. Sax, out of there. One thing I wonder is in the wintertime, underground might be better for you, just like a cave. You know, so the temperatures actually might be better, and you may actually dread coming out into, you know, blistery 20-degree heat, 20-degree cold, 15-degree cold, negative 15-degree cold even. So, something to think about. I would like to. I'm not in a Jeep, man. I wish I was. I'd spend 3 or 4 days bombing around this stuff, but unfortunately, I'm not. It's you know. But I would definitely find out what's up this trail. Very neat.